In this video, we fully upgrade all 23 armor sets in 2021 that exist in the main game of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and give you the secrets of which one is the best armor set through the Siege of Paris DLC. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel where we give you the secrets to crush Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So we look at every armor set that is free in the game if you either buy the Ultimate Edition, the Gold Edition, the basic Valhalla, or the Season Pass, right? So that includes the 2 river raids, that includes the 2 DLCs, Siege of Paris and Wrath of the Druids, and that includes every armor set available within the main game. And I am pretty sure that nobody that has reviewed said they have the best armor sets have actually added up the numbers and actually upgraded all the sets, because basically it took so much time to do it, and there are so many sets, and it takes huge amounts of resources, not getting them just to the mythical level, but also doing the intermediate upgrades with iron, leather, and titanium, and that was what took so long. And we've identified 6 sets that seem to be somewhat better than the other sets in terms of their total numbers. I think the other thing is that there's a lot of people out there that they just like to just promote the Helix store, and so they say this Helix store set. We're not going to look at the Helix store sets. The only set that you could buy in the Helix store is the one that comes with the Ultimate Edition. We're going to look at the Berserker set. But all the other Helix sets we're not going to look at. We're going to look at the Berserker set, which comes with the Ultimate Edition, and that's one of the top 5 sets that we identify in this video, and then we test thoroughly. So bigger numbers are better than smaller numbers in these tables. And we've classified the sets by heavy, medium, and light armor sets, right? Because they all have a weight associated with them. But you would think from these numbers that the evasion to weight ratio may be a key ratio that we need to worry about. That the Reaper set is 87% of the Thor's battle plate in terms of the weight. And is that going to make a big difference? And it turns out, once we compiled all the numbers, we also looked at these 6 sets and saw if they actually led to Eivor having more stamina, being able to do more fast attacks, more strong attacks. And the simple answer is really no. That these outlier sets that seem like the best, Thor's battle plate, which is heavy, Berserker heavy, Paladin mid-range, Hidden Ones and Druidic are light armor sets. For the most part, they all did 11 light attacks, 4 heavy attacks, and 7 dodges before Eivor ran out of stamina. So it was only Thor's battle plate where you could only do 6 dodges, but you still could do the same number of light attacks and heavy attacks with the heaviest, strongest armor set, Thor's battle plate. And it was only the Paladin Chainmail that had significantly fewer attacks before you ran out of stamina. And that was because of the perks associated with Paladin Chainmail. It's actually kind of a curse that you can hit harder, but you can do fewer attacks. And that's why Paladin's Chainmail does 8 attacks, light attacks, and 3 heavy attacks versus 11 and 4 for all the other sets. So just right there, that would put Paladin's Chainmail at number 6 or number 5 on this list out of 4. So that's well and good, but they're armor sets, so we actually have to, test them in combat. So for the combat test, we're just, with none of these, we have no runes on them. For the combat test, we try the dummies, right? First thing, we try the dummies, and the dummies, it seems like actually, Paladin's Chainmail does not hit harder. It hits exactly the same as the Thor's battle plate and the Druidic set. So one of the lightest sets and one of the heaviest sets of the 23 sets within the game in September 2021. And we only counted 5 armor sets that were in the game. We didn't count, for instance, the outfits associated with like historic Assassin's Creeds, which were only one piece or other one piece type sets. Now, you conceivably can mix and match, and that might be a better strategy because you get the bonus for having two. So there's two bonuses associated with every set. The first bonus, you just have to have two pieces of the set on, and the second bonus, you have to have all five. But you could get one bonus from one set and one bonus from another if you're wearing at least two pieces of each one of those sets. So we don't test mix and matching, but we do test these things in combat, and the way we're doing this is we're trying to just have a swordsman attack Eivor, and Eivor's not going to defend herself, right? And so we just isolate this swordsman. I think it's in Wandery in Grantbridgeshire. He's just in this hut here, so we just interrupt him wearing the full armor set, and you can see that the naked Eivor is taking a lot more damage. You're taking more damage with the light armor sets. It seems like you're doing a bit better in terms of damage with the Druidic set versus the Hidden One set, which is also equally light. And then you're doing a lot better with the Berserker and a lot better with the Thor set. So it seems like you're taking the least amount of damage with the Thor set, which sounds like that should be according to the statistics that are printed on each one of the sets that we added all up. So, what's the outcome of this? I would rank the Thor set first or second, right? Berserker first or second. I'm not sure. The downside with the Thor set is that you might get in one less dodge than another person, but the Berserker seems to get as many dodges in as a light armor set, so you might as well wear a heavy armor set. But I want to say that even though we've got identify these five sets, there's so little difference between the sets in terms of their statistics, then it makes sense for you to optimize around, for instance, their aesthetics, right? If the ones that you like the looks of the best, or the ones whose particular perks, each set has two perks associated with it, and you can mix and match the first perk. So if there are perks that you think you'll use more based on your play style, then that probably is the best set for you. But you should favor heavy sets over light sets. I thought going into this, the light sets would come out way ahead. That is not the case. That the heavier sets seem to be better. You don't lose a significant amount of stamina from the heavy sets, but you obviously do take on a lot more damage with the lighter sets or no armor at all. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel, where we give you the secrets to crush Assassin's Creed Valhalla.